All right, collective, let's try this one more again. All right. I lock the doors to any spell work, any death spells, beauty spells, financial spells, fertility spells, any destiny swiping, spiritually or physically, any identity theft, spiritually or physically. I unlock the doors to positivity, prosperity, abundance, goodwill, good health, good wealth, good service. All praises collective. Oh, goodness, y'all. This message, I feel like I kind of was stopped in my tracks to do this message, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it while it's fresh, you know. But yeah, collective, be patient with me. Be patient with me. Remember, you are limited on F's to give. Okay, use them wisely. One. Okay, we got 5. So 5 can be very significant, collective. We got 5, okay? The message that I was getting is somebody, it could be people, places, and things. Maybe it could be up to 5 people, 5 places. Take what resonates, leave what don't. 5 years ago, whatever. Take what resonates, leave what don't. What I'm seeing is a group of people that tried to do you something. At the end of it all, they're gonna need you, because you are the main resource. You're the main something in this whole thing. Something was built up or broke down. Take whatever which way. Whatever it is, you're a main person in whatever this is. You need to stop fearing your greatness, because you hold a whole lot on yourself, knowingly and unknowingly, because you following your mission. It's a lot of people that done you something, collective, and they couldn't get you to, it's like somebody couldn't get you to submit to something or to back up something. Whatever this is, you said no thanks. You said no thanks. You said no to something, collective. And when you said no, it shattered whatever these people, yeah. Because I feel like you like, yeah, I'm limited on F's to give. Whatever you said no to, and I'm just going to read the room. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you said no to, it destroyed something for some people, because it was based off of you being in a dark, unaware, or misinformed about something. And somebody, people, places, and things, time is running out. With the hourglass, with the green, we got the heart chakra. With the green, I had a few of these, collective. I forgot what I think I left them. But with the green, it's the heart chakra. See, your heart is good. You ain't perfect, but your heart is good. These people thought that you were green. They thought you were gullible. You were naive. You were incompetent. You were short bus shorty, whatever it is. Or they just felt like you were an easy target. You were a go. You were sweet. Some very significant about a vacation setup. You could have said no to a vacation or something. You could have said no to setting up a vacation. Let's keep going. Stop fearing your greatness. You a masterpiece. a outstanding work of art. You need to stop fearing your greatness. Secret society, an organization such as a lounge that requires its member to conceal certain activities such as rites of passage, initiation from outsiders. So a secret society could have had something to do with a vacation setup. And I feel like you said no to something because this was a ritual. Somebody trying to get you to go somewhere was they rites of passage to something. Lifeline, an anchor line thrown as support. By you saying no to something, collective, you following your natural, your intuition, by you saying no thanks to something, that was a lifeline, an anchor, a line thrown as support. Because I feel like some of you guys are realizing your presence is valued. When people start to disrespect your presence, they don't value you. It says work smarter, not harder. Listen to yourself. You listen to yourself by denying something. Because this was a rite of passage for somebody to enter into some type of secret society. Not ready to have children. Temptation. Sex is to some very significant temptation. And it's crazy because I rode past Motown the other day. And I thought about the Temptations. Somebody can like the Temptations. But you know how to fight temptation. The way that people, whatever it is, society or whoever, the old tactics or whatever it is that they used, it didn't work on you some type of way. Somebody is sent into somebody's life to try to get them to have a child. But this child is the setup for this secret society. By you saying no thank you to something, because for some reason they thought that somebody didn't know who you were. Somebody wants your bloodline, collective, because you hold this type energy. It says sexless, lacking sex, interest, sexless marriage. I feel like somebody did something to somebody for a secret society. They had to get somebody to have a divorce or like something to this extent, to break a home, or like no, not ready for children. Like somebody had to give up something. Somebody thought somebody were going to do something. But it was all set up for a secret society. Whatever this was, whatever this agreement was, yeah, free thought. You think for yourself. This was a business. This was something that supposed to have been brought together for some type of business. It says briefcase, documents, carrying papers. Yeah. So this was some type of, somebody was supposed to do something for somebody from a secret society. And they were going to set somebody up on vacation, a vacation setup, secret society, not ready to have children, sexless, lacking interest. Somebody done some type of something on somebody for a secret society. Because somebody wants to be a handler over this energy. The north can be significant. north. This whole, whatever this was, this marriage or whatever this was, it was an agreement. Yeah, it was hidden motives behind it. This was a secret society marriage. Like these are handlers. You about to see a lot of these people that's in unions, that was in these big names and certain stuff. They were oaths for secret societies to hold certain power. Some of these people wasn't even ready to have children, but they forced a certain lifestyle onto people to take their energy. Suck the blood out of you. Energy vampires. So people done made it with energy vampires. Them built families with energy vampires. That's part of certain low vibrational ass bloodlines. And they need people of God's bloodline to even survive. Wow. And something was built up. Something was built up. Mushrooms. Oh yes, this what this was. This, whatever the fall of this union, because it was built up off of falseness. And there was a whole lot of promises and oaths and stuff behind this couple. It was a lot tied to this union. Yeah, money. You are your brand. It was a lot tied to this union. She always loved you. Never said it. Now somebody feel like a donkey, a stupid person, because they did something for a secret society. Yeah, Ancestor says basically, the most part, this person had to grow to care or love somebody. They didn't come in with that. They came in as some type of agreement. Price war, a period of intense price wars. So this could have been oh goodness. Now this could have been some type of people. These is people that could be married that's a part of a certain group of people. Like this divorce caused certain things to drop, like in certain politics, trades, and stuff like that, because this secret society was a part of it. These was not the false. This bloodline, whatever this agreement was, these two people were false. They wasn't the real people that supposed to held this bloodline. That's why it's falling. And I feel like that's why they need you guys, because some of y'all are really that bloodline. That some of these higher ups married, they know your bloodlines. They married off of your bloodlines, been milking your bloodline, but keeping you low. The ones that got free think, that can think freely, that ain't thinking with their wrong brain or wrong head, you will see through it. And it's the fall of it, because the marriage was put together falsely. It was an agreement because it was tied to money. You are your brand. It was tied to some type of price war. It says price war, a period of intense competition amongst businesses. It's just business. That's what they say. So somebody went into some type of union for the throne of a bloodline that wasn't even theirs. So the world is going to take an impact. True love will flow. Thank you, ancestors. Yeah, it's under judgment. And collective, somebody could have tried to poison somebody, because you are the real emperor, empress, queen, king, god, goddess, whatever noble title is attached to your bloodline somewhere. And all these businesses that wanted a little piece of the pie, they about to find out. Depersonalize, to deprive of an individual character or a sense of personal identity. A large corporation that depersonalizes its employees. Ooh, whatever this secret society is, baby, they under judgment by the real boss. Because they were too prideful. Replaced by pride. Joseph. Somebody's name could be Joseph. Replaced by pride. Somebody's name could be Monica. Y'all got some corporations and stuff that's about to fall. Someone's name could be Joseph, Monica. It was something very significant about your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, the way that you communicate, your passion. This is like somebody married. Your life is whatever it is on this physical realm, but somebody invaded your bloodline spiritually and sitting on your throne spiritually. Passion. Temptation. It says tips. Home, you feel good when everything is in place. Yeah, you knew something was out of place. Sugarless. No sugar. See, they thought you were sweet, collective. And maybe somebody need to stay away from sugar, because I feel like some of y'all bloodlines have certain DNA codes. So it's certain things that you shouldn't even eat because it deactivates your DNA. It deactivates you thinking a certain way for yourself. Because each bloodline, see, we ain't even got our original diet. We eating somebody else's diet. So just say, for instance, a car. And we all ain't perfect. But just say, for instance, a car. That's like you trying to put water, that's like you trying to put body oil in a car and think it's going to run. See, certain places you go, certain things you eat, certain things that you do, and certain conversations can activate you. Because the original way that it's supposed to be activated was through food. Because if you look at food, that's an entryway through your mouth. That's connected to your throat chakra. That's the throat. That's your voice. So you are what you eat. If you go into it, if you eat in knowledge, it's going to register to its rightful place. These people knew what they were doing. And I feel like somebody attacked somebody's reproductive system, not ready to have children. Somebody could have put something, because it says poison unknown. Somebody could have put something in somebody's food to make them sterile, to make them not have a sexual, it was hidden motives behind this. It could have been a mushroom. Yeah. It could have been a mushroom. It could have been some type of something, sugarless. It was some type of food. And it was hidden motives behind this. And it was made to make somebody not, it was a fertility spell. That's what I'm seeing. Not somebody feel like a dumbass. It says sell their ass for cash. Yeah. You fought some type of temptation somewhere, collective. They thought that they could come in and invade your temple the same way that they've been doing it for years. To get you off balance, unbalanced, not in balance or a proper balance. See, they thought, like, some of y'all not in balance. Some of us are not in balance because of our diets, because of our environments, because of the people we choose to communicate. These people studied you, baby. Woo. It's crazy how people can study you so much and forget themselves. You want to be like somebody else so much you will take an oath. And in the midst of you being somebody else, which you signed up and you knew that this was not you. This wasn't your bloodline. That wasn't your spiritual bank account. You knew that. So you took all the time away from activating your personal DNA codes, because I don't care what a job is. Ain't no job gonna have me forgetting who I am. I don't care what title nobody honored me with. That ain't none of that gonna make me forget who I am. These people was under oath, took oaths, took all types of rights and did certain things to the point that they hated you so much in the midst of studying you so much, they forgot who they was because they fell in love with your essence. And then they did certain things to stop you from activating, and you still activated in different ways. Some of y'all activate just by meditate. Some of y'all activate by crystals. Some of y'all activate by the things that you eat. Everybody is different. Just because you didn't get your activation through the food, some people get activated through like holistic, the whole being whole within holistics, and some people activate through knowledge. But the brain works better when it's fed the right thing. But that doesn't mean you're not gonna get the activation. You might have to take a harder hit, because some people have to get set down so they can listen. Some people are already in tune, so they don't even have to sit. They don't have to even be put in spiritual jail or spiritual punishment, because they already tapped in to know that. But it take certain people was born into knowledge, new knowledge, and it just makes sense. But everybody don't have that common sense collective. Sometimes people commas was activated before people's common sense. So certain people got money and they didn't have common sense. Certain people got the common sense and now it's time for them to have the money. Because a whole lot of the people that's running stuff just got money. They don't have common sense. Okay, ancestors, y'all, I hope that made sense. Your senses. The whole thing was to feed you something to keep you in a certain situation so you wouldn't activate your senses. They wanted your senses to be off because they wanted to continue to eat, to feed off of you, off this bloodline. Antitrust, protected trade. This is a business tool. Post office workers. This could be certain things, certain bloodlines, and some of y'all work for certain places, certain government affiliations, certain things like that. You will be surprised how long people been studying you and yours. Viewers, the one that views. And I feel like after a while, you start living a life like who gives a fuck? You and your who gives a fuck smile energy. Because you knew that these people was taking oaths and stealing. You knew it. So you supposed to stop living because people wanted to be all live in your business. You supposed to stop living because they were using lives and live cities and technology and stuff to invade your privacy. So you supposed to stop living. The thing of it is, you never forgot who you are. And they did. Something significant about an all-girls school. Somebody could have went to an all-girls school. Soap is not somebody's friend. See, this is the thing. People watch you. They giving up on finding who they are because they busy watching you that they forgetting to wash their ass. I see some of y'all know certain knowledge. Some of y'all is privileged to hold the keys to Moorish type energy. You taught a whole lot of these people how to survive with their dirty ass. And a lot of people know they about to be canceled. Because I feel like, see, they wanted to throw you off like you wasn't who you are. Whoever took these oaths to try to do something with somebody's bloodline, whoo, baby. Somebody could be a Leo. Something very significant about labor and economics. See, people should have, so people continue to think that they were going to be an energy vampire in your life, collective. This was a business deal. All of this was business, collective. Someone name could be Craig. Something Books, Russell, Diamond, Edwins, Stevensons. Life, it says Love Life is a TV program. Fake. Yes, because people could have got married under, like, signed some type of secret deal or something off of your energy, this couple. And they looking like the fraud that they are. Your time is valued by this person, collective. You guys started to get used to being let down. Enjoy and work for your come up, collective. That's how you got in this energy. It's crazy. They beat you down so much for you to try to not let you get to a place, thinking you needed them, and you still end up getting to the place. Now you don't give a F about them. Now they need you. Because they was trying to steal from you and take you out. Because you the royal one. World stop. It done stopped and reset because you up. Now they panicking. They panicking. This is spiritual, baby. Learn how to say goodbye. Because when you leave, you stood up, the whole Monopoly board system failed. Because the same systems that was set up are for you and some of y'all ancestors helped build. So them codes is in your DNA for people to play in your life. A lot of them codes is in your DNA. Because some of your ancestors, if they want to give them the acknowledgement or not, they built the system. So how you going to try to break the ones that hold the codes in their DNA? The ones who get it, y'all, get it, y'all. I'm just channeling. It says, treated you like shit. Buy you a gift. They only gave you a little bit. Not enough to overpower the poverty spells. The poverty illusions. They only gave you enough. Not enough where you can go and tap into certain things. But those certain things came and tapped in with you. Because that code is held in your DNA. And don't shit move unless you tell it to. That's what they turn. Who the collective? Sleepover as a guest at another's home. And I feel like this was where this setup, this vacation setup was. Because somebody that owns some real estate, and I'm saying the collective is a vacation property that held certain knowledge that activated your codes. Yes, mystic shop. Because you this free thinker. And they tried to do something on one of these vacations that your ancestors did not agree with. Questioning of your privilege. Register of a treasure. Register of a will or a deed. Look, they know what it is. Pink. Pink. Trying to make you see them different. Nah, baby. We see you for who you are. Well advised, wise counsel. Dandelions, longevity, enhanced psychic abilities, intuition, spiritual cleanse, Taurus, bear energy. End of the day. They was doing some type of spell work on you, collective. People was even poisoning you because your bloodline. These people had hidden motives. Somebody could have sent some type of prostitute in for something, sell their ass for cash. Somebody could have had hidden motives. Yeah, you are your brand. These were energy vampires. They did a fertility spell on you. They was trying to like this was business. This was like different companies and stuff. Price wars. Gaining your energy off of your energy. Now people feel like a donkey dumbass because you are who you are. It's some organizations that's gonna fall collective. Some north can be significant. By you saying no thank you to something, a job, a partnership, shit, a vacation, a registry. Whatever this was well-advised counsel. Because you are able to think for yourself. Because a whole lot of these agreements or whatever that they were secret investments, hidden motives, stealing resources tied to certain bloodlines, it's all falling. Because a lot of that stuff was built off of you. That's why your energy's so potent. Office, something very significant about office. Post office worker. It could have been some type of messages that supposed to been given to you. Let's go. Let's break it back down, you guys. I'm not going to do a whole recap, but you guys more than welcome to rewind the video back. Okay? I'm going to just go with what my ancestors tell me how to tap more into this. Okay? Briefcase, documents carried, papers. So it could have been something very significant about a post, about a message that supposed to been given to you. Briefcase, document carried, papers. Unbalanced, not imbalance or improper balance. Lifeline, anchor line thrown as support. Suck the blood out of you. Energy vampires. Post office workers. Monica. It's something very significant about your brand, your career. I feel like this is a whole lot of entrepreneur spirit in this message. So some of you guys take what resonate, leave what don't. Some of you guys are independent business owner, independent contract. Some of you guys work for yourself. Your brand is you are your brand. Somebody sell their ass for cash. So if you as a brand don't want to stand behind prostitution, certain things, that's your decision because you are your brand and your brand gonna fall on you. So for people to try to take away from your essence, you are your brand. Whatever way you sell yourself, whatever way you sail through the waters, that's you. That's your emotions. That's your essence. And whatever way you chose to swim through, whatever which way, your ancestors guided you. And these people wanted to take your position by poisoning you. And that could be through whatever technique that they came up with. Because you got a free thought. You a free thinker. This is an organization that was involved in something dispersonalized to deprive of an individual character or sense of a personal identity. A large corporation that dispersonalized its employees. So somebody done something to you because you have your free thought. All girls school. These people had hidden motives because it was a part of them going to another level in this secret society. But like, I ain't agree with everything certain y'all boulets and certain stuff y'all say, whatever which was. If certain people can put certain things together, it's not a secret, baby. Some people was just too cowardly enough to ask a question or to explain themselves. And this moon, Mondays should be optional. Moody Mondays. Mondays has a whole lot to do with the moon, the secrets. So I really feel like people misjudged you until they start really going deep into who you are and what they found. Now they scared. Now they got to go through you. Because a whole lot of people's life is on the line. Because they shouldn't have never came up. They didn't. who did the whole thing is they wanted to keep doing whatever they were doing. Being dirty. Soap is not their friend. You need to learn how to say goodbye to people, places, and things. Go where you appreciate it, not tolerate it. And be careful with the appreciation, because some of them just be covered with hidden motives. Something very significant about somebody who take mushrooms is something about the mushrooms. It's something about these mushrooms, Ancestor said. Because some of y'all getting back activated because y'all going back to the indigenous ingredients. Like the ingredients, like certain food codes activating y'all. And it's a privilege for the ancestors to help some of y'all. It's a privilege to them that y'all asking certain things, because a whole lot of knowledge has been swept away or from Greek and from everybody in their own secret societies. But whatever this is, I feel like it had a whole lot to do with your it had a whole lot to do with like your lower chakras collective, like your root, your sacral, your solar plexus. Like they wanted to throw you off balance with something sexually, because they didn't want you to reproduce. Like reproduce, I feel like they didn't want you to like reproduce another child from your, like some of them wanted to cut your bloodline. That's why they getting so damn techie with fake wombs and stuff. Some of them wanted to use you and suck your blood and do certain things. Want to build another you, cloning Tyrone and cloning food and certain things like that. That throws off the activation in your DNA. That's what I'm getting, y'all. But yeah, somebody had hidden motives. Hidden motives. New poison, unknown. Craig, Steve, Edwin, Mark, Books, Russell, Diamond. Some of y'all hold these bloodlines. These could be people involved. It says, used to being let down. Viewer, one that views. North can be significant. It's something very significant about a vision or something. If some of y'all that's spiritually tapped in, it's something about the north side of something. So the north, that's going up. So your what I'm getting north, that's your head, right? That's your crown, your north, that north side of the town, north side of like to whatever you flow with it. But some of y'all getting, yeah, you're a free thinker. And it's like whatever that they were doing, they couldn't do. Like they thought that they was going to get into your mind through your sexual energy. Yeah, because that's all connected to your, I feel like somebody had to like the 20th, because this is Taurus season. Yeah, the 20th, yeah, tomorrow, yeah, makes sense. So Taurus season end on the 20th. So somebody had some type of, to whatever spell work or whatever that they were doing, because they set the illusions, they play in spell work, they do a lot of things in these secret societies, depending on which society. Okay, but some of y'all so powerful, y'all see through the secrets, especially on Mondays. You're gonna feel your moods change. Secrets has a whole lot to do with the moon. Like me, I'm a Leo sun, Leo moon. Playing with me with the bullshit, a whole lot of things will get exposed. I know my power. I know people can play in my birth chart, send people in and stuff like that. It's only everybody don't believe in certain things, but baby, when the stars align and certain things get to activating, everybody, and you will see it for what it is. But what I noticed, just trust and believe me, if people sitting up studying me, you would be a damn fool not to think I'm not going to study myself. I don't give a care what column of life it is. I study myself and see how I interact in certain environments. I study myself and see how I act when it comes to certain things I eat, people, places, and things. Just as well as people think that they're going to build and strategize off of me. What makes you think I'm not going to build and strategize off myself? But I never lose myself trying to study somebody else. The best thing for me was to study myself, justifying me, before I let anybody justify certain things that they do. Y'all, everybody's testimony gonna be different when it's time to testify. Because spiritual court, like certain things, you can see it before it happened. A whole lot of people shouldn't have did what they did. Okay, dandelions. Okay, well-advised, wise counsel, trying to make you see them different. Question of privilege. Register of deed, treasure, register of will. Pink can be very significant. You a mystic. Mystic shot. No thank you. Early rising. Balanced fall. So something very significant about a fall, collective. Something very significant about a sleepover. It says treated you like shit but gave you a gift. Not ready to have children. Your time is valued by this person. Canceled. Somebody getting canceled. It says who gives a fuck? Just smile. Antitrust. Protect the trade. Sugarless. No sugar. Stop. It's the sugar with you, collective. It's the sugar. Okay. Price wars. A period intense competition amongst businesses. Donkey dumbass. This dumb person betted too much. Okay, they bet certain people betted against you that they took a loss. Okay, it says home feel good when everything is in place. Peaceful divorce, passion, temptation, work smarter, not harder. Listen to yourself. Basically, the most part, she always loved you, never said it. Privilege. Stop fearing your greatness. You a masterpiece. A outstanding work of art. Somebody only married or got in some type of union with somebody for a secret society and for money. Because your bloodline activates something. They knew who you was before you knew who you was. But that's what I got for you guys. Let me pull so I can close this out. Y'all can rewind the video and tap in more. Yeah. Expectations, 28. Now somebody really, yeah, mature woman. Change. Main female in reverse. You seeing everybody for who they are. False person. Coffin. Concern. Message not delivered. It's all coming out. Sudden wealth, collective. Great fortune. These people is going broke for certain things that they were doing, trying to keep you low. False main male in reverse. Privileged lady. Mature man, they were immature. Some tied to the home. Somebody could be in bad health for poison. Somebody poisoned somebody. Something very significant about your occupation. That came out again. Official person. They were thieves. Imprisonment. They wanted you in prison, then in jail, and it all turned back on them. Message of concern is going out. Distant horizons. This your journey, collective. They tried to block it. Wealthy man. False lovers. Courthouse. Whole community wanted your gifts since you were a child. False courtship. People in despair. Did things to pets. You see the dog right there? Wanted to block your pathway. Wanted to block the pathway to this high honor person. Now they sitting up in court. They're going to need you. Unexpected income coming in, collective. Family room. You coming out of poverty. Marriage. Thoughts. Toil and labor. You got it, collective. Keep going. But that's what I got for you guys. Take what resonate. Leave or don't.